Well, this one's for gamers out there. A Filipina is voicing two characters in video games made by American-developed Riot Games. Watch this.
Hi, I'm Vanille and I'm the voice of Neon in Valorant and Zeri in League of Legends. Home sweet home. Hi, buhay. Hi! Grab the spike! I'll show them! Kayo! Salamat, thanks.
Hi! You wanna mess with him? You got to deal with me first. That's my team you're messing with! If the Cam Barons couldn't keep me down, no one can. Wow, intense. Nice to meet you guys.
Well, that was Vanille Velasquez, and she's the voice of tactical shooter game Valorant's first Filipina agent, Neon, and League of Legends, Zeri. Now, I got to speak with her, and she told me how her voice acting journey started and what's it like actually voicing these characters.
I've been dreaming about this since I was a kid, since I was just 10 or 11 years old. And I didn't really do anything professional in voice acting until I was 17. I joined Dubbing Academy on Hero TV. That was my start in the local voice acting industry. And but at the same time, I've been doing voice acting online for independent games and animation, things like that. So that's kind of how I earned my experience. And I guess somehow that caught the eye of a casting producer who was casting for this for Riot.
I mean, so you've always gone that way. I mean, in terms of the gaming and all of these, aside from the fact that you've also done, TV shows in the US for, PBS. But that has always been
Yes.
something that you've always wanted to do in terms of like gaming.
Yes. Yes, for sure. Yeah, I got started really early. I mentioned 10 or 11 because I've always been a fan of anime, of video games. For as long as I can remember, my first time playing a game was on a PlayStation 1, way, way before. So yeah, I've always been a geek, and this is how I got interested in doing this.
Did they emailed you? Did they call you? Audition?
Yeah.
I mean, what was that whole process like, and how long did it take?
Yeah, I got an email. Not from Riot Games directly. I got an email from a casting producer from a casting production house, not Riot, and they were the ones who contacted me, who found me online, and that's how I got an audition for this. And yeah, I had two auditions for them, and they were both just online at home, right here, actually, in this room where I'm in right now.
Tell us a bit about Neon. I mean, the gamers are, as I said, I have gamers in this house, and they were nuts. I was the queen when I told them I was interviewing you. Mama, you are the best, right? So
Oh.
tell me about Neon, her character.
Yes, that's so cool. Please say hi to your kids for me. Yeah, Neon is she's a badass. She's really confident, and she knows who she is, and she knows what she wants, and she's not afraid to, go after that. That's the type of girl she is. She's super confident. And one thing I really love about her is her humor. She has a sarcastic, dry kind of humor. Her jokes are like that. And I kind of shared that with her. Our personalities are very similar. So that's who she is. And one of the things I love about how they created her is that she made her a strong, a female badass. She's not a Maria Clara stereotype. And I think it's super cool.
Yeah, and I understand also, aside from yourself, but there was also a lot of Filipinos involved in creating her character to give her that authenticity.
Yes.
So tell us a
Yes.
little bit. I mean, we saw the trailer. We're like, oh my gosh, we were like busy, like pointing out little things that we
Yes.
saw, right?
Yes, yes. One of the game designers who worked on Neon is Filipino. And I, recently I saw on Twitter he even got a tattoo inspired by Neon right here. Is that screams dedication to me. And yeah, Neon became who she is because of all the Filipinos involved in her creation. A lot of people at Riot Games are Filipinos.
Okay, aside from Neon, I mean, you also announced that you're also voicing the character of Zeri for League of
Yes,
Legends.
I am.
Did I say that right?
Yes.
So tell us about that. I mean,
Yes.
hello, it's just like happening for you.
I mean, I thought I was just lucky to be in one of their games, but to be in two, that's blows my mind. That blows my mind. And I'm so grateful that they trusted me with both of these characters, not just one of them. It's crazy.
So tell us a little bit about the other character.
Yeah, so Zeri, she's from League of Legends, and she's not Filipino per se because League of Legends takes place in like a fictional universe, but she is Filipino inspired, which is why she says "hoy," and she has a Filipino accent, things like that. She's kind of the opposite of Neon in a way. She's more happy-go-lucky. She's very cheerful, whereas Neon, she's more sarcastic and all of that. But they do share common Filipino core traits, like the love for their family. It's in both of them, and the strong sense of community. They both have that in them.
So you've opened the door, for a lot of these wannabe voice actors or voiceovers. So tell us, yeah, about that and the possibilities that are actually out there that we didn't know existed.
Yes. Yeah. I used to think this was impossible. I've never heard of a local voice actor here who got to do something as big as a triple A video game like Valorant before. So now it is possible. And to I guess if you want to someday do something like this, definitely get the experience. I got my experience from doing a lot of indie games. I've done animation as well. I've even done dubbing. Get character voice acting experience because voiceovers like for commercials and like announcers, it's a different ball game. Like I'm not as good there as I am as a character voice actor, so you have to think about how relevant your experience is as well. And yeah, I mean I got this experience online. They're available online. Just look, if you know where to look, you can get them. And then maybe when the next big studio comes, you're looking for a Filipino voice actor, then you'll be prepared for it and you have the experience because there are no shortcuts. I started doing this as a hobby when I was just 10 years old, and then I started doing it professionally around 5 years ago. So this didn't happen overnight. You have to be willing to put the work in.
What's the one thing that a voice actor must have? What would you say?
I think it's the ability to listen well. Because as a voice actor, you're working off of your director a lot. You have to be able to listen well to his direction, his to what he's saying, how he's explaining it to you. You have to be quick in understanding those things. So I think that's one of the most valuable skills that a voice actor needs to have.
We wish you all the best, Vanille Velasquez. Thank you so much for spending
Thank
your precious time with us
you.
here on New Day. And of course, we look forward to seeing more of your, I know I can't say it on air, but your, your amazing neon talent with us. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me.